One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Gone.
They'll set up to throw. He may try and run for this. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Don't take forever, okay? Hey, check 51, check 51.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, over here. All right.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Leaves it for Penny. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move them.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
No, check, Patriots!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
14. Cut. 280.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Penny, a first down carry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
First-quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. It was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burns. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. as his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Don't take forever, okay?
They begin with a run by Penny. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
19. Let's go, 14. 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Penny. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun. Be alert, be alert. Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson will throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No, Jack, Patriot!
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, bowls right over him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
380.
56, check 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey. 4 down.
Shotgun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Leopard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going up top. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half begins with a run from Penny, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Good, 4 down, 4 down. Gotta go. Zebra.
Play action. It's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners will take over at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game. And it's a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's complete to Graham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Wilson operating from the gun. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And the ball is knocked out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on, tempo, tempo. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A handoff to Penny. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 51, check 51.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
19.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit!
Single receiver. Hey, you're an island over there. Single receiver.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Leopard! Leopard! Hot! Hot!
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken in at the 11. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, my